tape I found downstairs.
Really?
Here I continue my research undisturbed by the myriad distractions of modern civilization.
Hey, what you here for? It's just getting good.
I just don't want to hear it anymore, that's all.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Red Violet TV. I'm, of course, your host, T to the KTK, bringing you television on the internet. It's right there. I didn't know if I was going to stream today. I just didn't know if I had the energy or not. But I wasn't sure if Hatchet was still gonna do the fart redeem, so I jumped in with one. Shout out to Hatchet, by the way. Oh, let me give you a random sound effect. Let me.
Nicole?
Pigeon boy!
1,200 sounds. I don't even know what half of them are. fuck you. Fine. I already did. Look it up. It's a good picture. Yeah, I didn't know if I really had the energy to stream today, but I'm gonna push it out. What do you mean, Ayo? You drew it! So we're... So we're just gonna do a chill stream today. It might end abruptly. It might not. We'll see. You might have noticed some very subtle changes. I was resizing the logo, and that's because I changed the font. When I was redesigning the logo, like the funny song, I went through a design process of like, oh, I should redo the flower. It would look so pretty, and I could do something different. And then I realized I would have to change the channel point badge, the sub badge, the emotes, and I decided not to do that. So instead, I just changed the font. I honestly feel like I aced it with the original Violet design, so I didn't want to change it too much, but I was just hoping to find something a little different. I also realized that as my channel gets older, I'm gonna have to make more and more sub badges for those veterans, you know? Those 3-year veterans, they're gonna need a cool one. I'll figure something out. In terms of other life updates, I got an interview on Friday. It's for stocking at a clothing store. And they straight up said in the phone call, they were like, yeah, just come in with your resume. Things you should know up front. You start at 5 a.m. and you might only work 2 days a week. And I said, okay. How much? That is early morning. For sure that is very early morning, but it is doable, I think. More manageable than when I tried to do overnights, because at least, like... with overnights, I find that it's... First Shift My Beloved. Like, when you do an overnight, when you do an 11 to 7, like 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., I feel like if your body, even if you acclimate to nocturnal scheduling, your body does not, most bodies, I should say, do not enjoy being awake at 4 a.m. Or like 4 a.m., you kind of hit a slump. But I feel like I could manage it. The only real hiccup there is that in my city, public transit does not run until 6 a.m. So I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do come wintertime. Right now I can bike because it's spring and it's beautiful. I'm not made of sugar, so I'll survive the rain. But I can't bike in snow. So I'm guessing I'm gonna have to get my fucking license in order. Sooner rather than later. Besides that, not really a whole lot else to talk about. I might have a job, and they said that I might not be working every day, just when the orders come in, which is like 2 to 3 days a week. And that kind of reminds me of when I worked at my job before. Like, I worked at a different job that was similar, where it was just like, essentially I came into work the day when we received an order. The only difference there was that my hours were like closing shifts, and that was because orders came whenever. Like anytime from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. a skid full of grocery goods could just arrive. And that's your shift. Just sort it. You got 8 skids. Sort them, fucker. At least with this, it's just close. So I don't have to worry about expiries. At least I hope not. I've never bothered to check if any of my clothing have expiry dates on them. The new level of fast fashion is we convince people to throw out shirts after a month. Anyway, speaking of grocery work, though, we're doing some supermarket simulator today, and that's because my clothes expired. I'm naked. It's like if when your armor breaks in WoW, you're standing there naked, and then you have to leave Ahn'Qiraj because you have to go repair. And why didn't anyone pick engineering? We could have had a repair bot. We have 3 mages. We have 3 tables. Nobody. Ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, no, we're durability on armor. That's classic. Wow. I think it's still a thing, but I've not done raids where my armor has broken midway through. I did have a raid where armor broke on me in Final Fantasy XIV, but armor repair is a joke. It's like 5 cents. Not real money, for the record. Like, this is like a couple gil, and you're good. And most crafter and gatherer classes can just repair their own gear. But that was what was nice about playing an engineer in WoW, is you can make a repairo bot, and it was literally a vendor that would just repair all your gear. Anyway, getting sidetracked, and we haven't even started stream. Yeah, we're doing some supermarket sim. When we last left off, it was the beginning of a day. Why don't we just jump right in? I also have to turn on my sick video game lo-fi. We have our friend here. His name is Steve. We have our drinks fridge. We have our juice and dairy. And we have several shelves. So we got some oil, some rice, spaghetti, pasta, sugar, coffee. At the moment, we're just attempting... We have an alleyway full of boxes. At the moment, we're just attempting... Oh, God! We're just attempting to pay off loans. We are a little in debt, if I am understanding things correctly. Just like real life. Okay, bills are paid. How's the bank looking? So I still owe $1,600 plus a separate $760 loan. So, those are the main objectives. This is our storeroom. We need a few $100 more before we can attach it to the store itself. This is my till, and this is a freezer. We don't have frozen goods yet. there's a few tiers that you can unlock as you go, your licenses. And at the moment, I'm just trying to take things slow. But yeah, the next license is about $500, and that's for candy, cereal, cake, chocolate, yogurt. When we left off stream last, we were just trying to make sure that like everything was stocked. So that's why I took out another loan. Was so that I could afford. So I didn't have a price on it, it's free. You joke. That's a thing that can happen in this game, mechanically. You have to set the prices where people will buy it at cost. But thank you for the lurk, Siren. Ron. So really, we're just selling what we have on the shelf. We don't have anything in the back except for more drinks. Which ain't ideal. But, you know, that's life. Just imagine if you went to the grocery store and just the cashier's just staring at you from the window. Come on in. This is one of those games that I bought as a joke, but like a streamer I really enjoy was streaming this, and it was just a good chill time. And eventually I thought, like, I kind of want to play it. I've got my expertise on my time working in a grocery store. I'm trying to think, like, combo of 8 years total, when you add up all the months. 8 years of working in grocery stores. The other jobs were just various warehouse or merchandising gigs. No, come back! Come back! Click is the interact key in this fucking game, not E. E closes my till. So, these people came up to my till. I'm like, nah. We're closed. Shoo. Go away. We are making a decent profit, but then people are going to start complaining soon that we don't have items because we're going to run out of stuff. My man buying all of our cereal. Oh, I misread. I almost gave you all of your money back, sir. That would have been funny. Chat, this keeps happening. People keep paying in hundreds, like I'm a bank. I'm not a bank. Yes, I have unlimited float. That's not the point. The point is it's annoying that you expect me to break 100 for you every time you cash out at my grocery store. I can't keep taking hundreds. One dude just gave me a piece of paper that said, this is $100 US currency, yes. Steve took it. We had to let Steve go. He was replaced with Brody. Now, Brody shows up to work in a full suit. But, god damn it if he's not the best employee we've had in years. Autism be damned, that boy can work a cash register. I could pay off the $700 loan, but then I'd still be broke and we'd have less product. Ultimately, this game's a little boring, but so is work. Wonder if someone's tried to put a simulator on their resume. I guess that's technically just Salt, huh? I guess that's technically what you can do with a lot of, like, professional grade training and simulation software. Things like, you know, flight simulators, farming simulators, things that require very in-depth working mechanics of, like, damn, people running out of coffee quick. Like, things that would involve a lot of complicated individual moving pieces. And something that you could mildly accurately simulate at home. Like, obviously, people who are good at Microsoft Flight Sim are not magically pilots. But you got the guy who has the complete sim rig with all the pedals and joysticks and jazz. That might translate into a decent aviation career, in theory. But no grocery store system works like this. No cash register that I've ever worked on has unlimited float. It's 9 o'clock. You're our last customer. You get what you get and you leave. You look so weird. Yeah. All right. 18 days in. All right. Market prices changed. Okay. Pasta, rice, flour. Before we order any drinks, we've got plenty here. Cola. Surprisingly hot commodity. Soda. I guess not surprisingly, everyone loves a soft drink. Usually when you get soda, they're not in a cardboard box. They'll usually be in either, you know, the cardboard boxes that contain the cans, or if we're getting bottles in, they come in little plastic 8-packs. Did I get both flowers? Yes. And am I getting oil? Cool. That's also accurate. The people who pack the trucks don't know what they're doing. One. Why can't I put that down? I'll be right back, chat. I have to do something very important. I'm back. I don't remember all that we need. Just sucks that we have to keep a box for one product. We never did that at any of the stores I worked at. If it was just one item, we just put it on the bare shelf. But then again, in real life, I had a cart. Carts would be nice in this game. Not practical in the early game, because what would you do with it? I did get coffee. Breads. Bread, oil, salt. Bread, oil, salt, milk. Bread, oil, salt, milk, cheese. Bread, oil, salt, milk, cheese. I almost said Mick cheese. That's my father's name. Mayor McCheese is one of the McDonald's mascots from back in the day. No one cares, but I do. What's interesting about Mayor McCheese is that his head is a hammed burger. Good enough. Let's... milk, orange, apple, cheese. Exactly what I did when I worked at a store. Because anytime I was on my phone, I was scolded. So it was really hard to keep lists because there was never like paper handy. There was a few pens, but they didn't last because, like at Shoppers and a couple other places, usually the boss would steal it. But you tried to remember something, you just would repeat it to yourself until you got to the back room, and then by the time you got there, you forgot what you were repeating to yourself. And then you have to do another lap. At least I do. Maybe I'm not cut out for most jobs. Maybe... Maybe I'm mentally ill. Wait, can I move the light switch? No. I think we're good on most things. I said this last stream, but you definitely don't want to keep things in the bottom, like, just on the floor. You want it elevated. If it's just touching bare floor, that's a health and safety risk. Yeah, let's just go. my boy out here buying mixer. I know what he's planning. Actually, apple juice is on there. Is there... alcoholic beverages with apple juice. Vodka apple juice. There's... Who's going to a bar and ordering that?
Child.
A child?
A child.
A child is ordering a vodka apple juice.
2 children in a trench coat.
19 favorite apple cocktail recipe. Well, no, that's just apples. Like, there are things that have apple flavoring that are cocktails, but generally they use, like, a zest. You don't zest an apple. They use, like... they use apple flavored things. They don't usually use apple juice. Like, it's usually other citrus. Apple's also not a citrus. But the point I'm making is that usually if you have fruit at a bar, it's citrus. Yeah. I just realized that this store only sells icing sugar. Everyone here has just been buying icing sugar in this neighborhood. Can you imagine the hell of trying to put icing sugar in your coffee? Oh, I see. You're making some pilk. I think at level 50 I can get stalkers. But for them to be effective, I would need stock. I can't really maintain a stock until I pay off my loans. We ran out of bread! Alright, I'm scanning this. Okay. Yeah, you buy your drinks. I have to go get bread now. People don't know this actually, but this supermarket, it's famous. You know, Carly Rae Jepsen's Emotion B-side has a song called Store. This is the store she was singing about. You know, I'm just going to the store, to the store. Is that how it goes? If I look it up, I'll get DMCA'd.
You're correct.
Thank you. I should probably get coffee. And cereal. In-game, too. You know, you probably get a lot of coffee snobs that will tell you this, but a dark roast actually has less caffeine. I should probably get another thing of olive oil. Do I need... I've got salt. That's another thing that I find amusingly unrealistic in this game, is how nicely boxes open and close. Depending on the products you get at a grocery store, when you're in the stocking department, you will end up with a lot of terrible boxes. Should I just wait for morning? Yeah. I can cash you out here. If anyone's paying debit. Couldn't find pasta spaghetti.
Right here.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful evening. I'm a little out of practice with my retail voice. Will that be everything for you today? No, I actually got in trouble for saying that, because you're never supposed to end things in a yes or no question, apparently. Or, like, the briefing that I was given when I was working cash was that you can't, or that you shouldn't end sentences that a customer can say no to. So, like, they didn't want me to say, will that be all? They would encourage me to say, is there anything else I can help you with?
No.
Wait, that also isn't right.
No.
I don't know if my mic is picking it up. Parker, my lovely girlfriend, is behind me and knows more about this than I do.
I'm sorry, I'm trying real hard to be quiet.
You don't have to be quiet. Things okay at home? You get here very early. Like, your shift's at 9. It's 7:30. Why? You can't. You can't. Not allowed. You can't put it down. Like, literally.
Can you throw it?
No, I can't do anything. Here, have a soda. Please. Take my soda. I can't let go. Ma'am. No. You're in the box now. I'm going home with you. We're not opening today. My hands got super glued to a cardboard box full of Sody Pop, so I can't do my job. I can't pause either. Like, hitting escape doesn't bring the menu up. I don't know if it's saved. Like, I could hard close the game, but Fart with reverb is right. God, okay. Early access. If we lose a day's worth of work, that's not the end of the world. I say that phrase a lot. I say that phrase a lot for a world that is ending. All right. Problem solved. No, yeah, we didn't lose the save, which is good. I'll have to get some Turco soon. Oh, for viewers new here, there is an option to just throw cardboard boxes out in the trash. I'm not doing that. I'm dumping them in the alleyway of my neighbor. Let's pay that off. What beef do you have with your neighbor? None. Really, it's just... It's just a fun game we play. He loves it. It is comical when I think like, oh yeah, I've got a whole box of something, and I open it and it's one. Okay, so then we need Sprite and Turco. I throw cardboard in his alley. He throws bricks in my window. See, that's the beautiful exchange of ideas that you get on Twitter.com. Chat, is the fact that I laugh at my own jokes endearing or annoying? I don't have the patience to do Twitter poll. Or a Twitch poll. Dog, I laugh before I tell the joke because I think I'm hilarious. Fair enough. I mean, it made content warning funnier. Like, half the things we tried to say just turns into goofy-ass giggling. And then, oh, to be fair, a lot of the videos that the game actually saved that we recorded were just of each other dying. I was going to post one or two of them to Twitter, but they don't support the format, and I'm too lazy to convert them. Oh, I love the Miku one. Oh, and the boom mic. just cuts to the ship, just... Welcome to my grocery store. We have one bag of flour. You will all have to fight for it. That started as a joke, and then I remembered that's literally what happened during the majority of 2020. Like, I'm not gonna completely dox myself or reveal everything that I did, but when I used to work at a drugstore, and it was right next door to, like a pharmacy, like a CVS if you're American. And it was right next door to a large chain grocery store. Despite that, people would come into our store asking us if we had things that you could probably only reasonably find at a proper grocery store. Like, hey, do you have rice? Do you have flour? Like, no, we have Advil. Did you sell weed? You know, I did apply to a few legal dispensaries. And it turns out you need licensing. They don't just let anyone sell it. Hilariously, if you have a criminal record, you cannot work at any legal dispensary, which I mention as hilarious only because up until very recently, if you had any working history at a dispensary, you were arrested for it because it was like technically illegal. But that basically meant that anyone with genuine experience couldn't work at a dispensary because of that, which I just thought was a fun irony. I think there was a time where they were debating selling drugs, like weed. I mean, they sold a lot of drugs. Besides that, oh, the other thing I was thinking of with weed is that after it went fully legal, we all had to sign waivers saying we wouldn't come to work high. That didn't stop people. Like, the legal documents just literally said, like, yes, you can, but you shouldn't. The funny thing about throwing the boxes in that alley is it's less convenient. But I commit to the bit. Call my girl the bit the way I commit to her. Breads. Fuck, what else do we need? Flour and rice. Flour, rice, coffee, peanut butter. Flour, rice, coffee, peanut butter. Oh, I can't afford that. Let's prioritize flour. That's a bigger seller. I'm being punished for paying off my loans. Just goes to show you, if you owe anyone money, never pay it. What?
What happened?
It instantly turned to night.
That happened to Julian once.
Hey, we're open late. Yeah, come in. Everyone in this game walks like they shit their pants. Could just be a bad wedgie. All right. We made a profit. All right, cheese and apple juice went down. 273 is still good. What about cheese? Yes. Maybe just a little more. Where did my money go? Oh, right, I have to pay my employees. Capitalism's hard, man. I can't keep track of all this stuff. Bro, what are you doing out there? You should be on cash. Get back to work. What the hell? What? I hate how dirty the window texture. Like, let me clean the windows. That was not anywhere faster than if I just clicked normally. That felt cool though. Two-handing the mouse. This will help with your aim, your clicks per minute. Shit. Oh, Mr. Cool Guy. It's Cool Guy! What do you mean incorrect payment amount? It's $30.75. Hello? $30.75. But I did that! Shitheel. Cheese is too expensive. It's 25 cents above market.
Hello? Hi, I'll be right down.
So how are you all doing? I don't feel like I talk to chat enough. I talk at you. But I'm never like, how's How's it going? How do we run out of flour that goddamn quickly? Alright. Oh god. Ugh, gotta get flour. Peanut butter. I might as well just do an order in the morning. I could just keep doing piecemeal little orders here and there, but like it's just more efficient to just do a big order in the morning. Oh, I didn't turn the lights on. That is apparently a thing that can happen. Some grocery stores will, like, do a bit, they'll turn the lights off. Yeah, we're out of coffee, I get it. Yeah, gonna have to do another big order in the morning. We're basically breaking even right now. Which, I mean, I guess a good way to maybe save some money is to not have a cashier. You come inside, and then you're the last one. Couldn't find pasta spaghetti. That rat fuck. He didn't show up. We've been waiting on Mr. Spaghetti for 5 months. Hasn't shown his stupid little face. Alright. So the strategy here, pro strats, is I'm going to fire this child. I'm then going to close this till. And then we just stock what we got. Close that up. Put that down. How are we doing with the bank? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Well. We are gonna be a little bit tight for a day or two. Guess I want to get that loan, huh? What do you mean I'm digging myself into a hole? I fired the cashier.
That was only $80 a day.
Only. $80 a day is not good pay, is it?
No.
That's like... I can't do math. It's under minimum wage. Oh, there's still juice in here. What am I doing throwing out perfectly full boxes of product onto the street? Well, shit. Things are looking a little barren. Listen. We just paid it off. Gotta take it out again. Listen, you gotta spend money to make money to spend money. I really wish they wouldn't stack it like that. I don't remember what was down there. No, that was regular pasta. I feel like I'm making some disgusting throat noises right now. It's called being alive, I guess. I'm just full of squelches. Right. Sugar, tea, oils. Sugar, tea, oils, peanut butter. Sugar, tea, oils, peanut butter, Charlie Brown. That means nothing. I'm a little sad the cars don't have collision. Do you think the QR code works? I'm not going to scan it because I'm using my phone right now. It's doing this. But I probably wouldn't scan it, chat. It's probably going to send you to a virus. Tea. So I forgot. Tea milk egg cheese. Tea milk egg cheese. Orange juice and another thing of cheese, and we'll be good. And I guess apple juice. If we're ordering the juice, if you're gonna ride into town, you might as well go into Lincoln. I don't really care about soda. We've got plenty. We'll turn a profit, chat. Oh, God. I swear to God, we're gonna make some money. Just peanut butter. Just pay with debit. The store isn't a math problem. I do remember that, though. There was a time where I did a math lesson, probably 4th grade, where we had to use fake money and actually count, like, conversion. We didn't really learn taxes. It was just more like they were trying to teach us practical addition and subtraction. Like with physical money as a demonstration. Which is kind of clever. But also, yeah, no, we didn't really retain much. Or I didn't. I can't speak to my classmates. I ain't exactly a straight A student. It might come to surprise you. I loved creative writing so much that I received criticism on a 10-page short story I wrote and never wrote anything again. That's partially a joke. I actually just found it hard to write a lot. Like, I felt like if I were to write things, like write fiction, write novels, they wouldn't be very long. Because I don't know how to extend a sentence. I don't know how to say more than I need to. Which makes it sound like every book written is full of purple prose. It's just like, that's just not a thing that I can manage. I'm just a very matter-of-fact person when it comes to writing. Like, even when I had to do that creative writing course and I had to write a 10-page short story, I was like, no, I told it in 6. What am I going to fill the rest of these pages with? I feel like me saying this is doing psychic damage to my partner who is behind me.
Yeah.
Coffee. That's what I was going to order. Tea and salt. You're making an interesting drink there. I don't know. It could be a bath time ritual. We don't sell Epsom salt though, and I cannot stress this enough. They're not interchangeable. You probably shouldn't use iodized salt in your bath, and you definitely shouldn't cook with Epsom salt. You bought 2 things. And you want to break 100. I swear to God, these people are... It's on purpose. They hate me. They hate me personally. What kind of flex are you living? Oh, sorry. The only physical cash I have... Pay in card! Just... Why are you going to the grocery store, buying 2 things, and wanting to break 100? Who are you? Sorry, I didn't know we were serving Drake. Didn't know I had Elon Musk in the house. That's a joke. He doesn't have $100. I was about to say, usually when you work in a grocery store, you don't hear people say out loud that they couldn't find an item that you are out of stock on. But no, you do. You hear a lot of that. I got yelled at about Coke Zero once. Dude was pissed we didn't have like a 24-pack of Coke Zero cans and demanded to speak to our manager. Our manager came out just like, yeah, head office decision, we don't carry it. And he got into a shouting match. Good times. I miss that manager. Kinda. He's a bit of an asshole, but like, he's good to work with. He got shit done. It's like, I would describe him as like an asshole dad. Like, the good things that he does doesn't make up for the shitty things that he's done. But, hey. At least he helps.
Where were you going with this metaphor?
I don't often have destinations when I come up with metaphors. I feel like I try to get to a profound thought and I just can't. I plateau. I can't speak on any authority on dads. I've never had one. I've had stepdads. That's not real dads. That's not fair. I've had some good father figures in my life. One egg. I go to the grocery store, I buy a single egg. That's what Blue Apron used to do. For my younger viewers, Blue Apron used to be the go-to, like, sponsorship home-cooked meal thing. It got replaced by HelloFresh. I cannot tell you convincingly whether or not it was just a rebrand or those are two completely different companies. But Blue Apron basically did the exact same thing. It's like they send you a box full of pre-portioned food for a recipe. And then the controversy that struck them was that they were incredibly wasteful. Like, it was a lot of non-recyclable packaging and just lots of individually wrapped items, including the one that a lot of people made fun of, which was just a single egg. Thankfully, HelloFresh isn't terribly wasteful. It is. And also anti-union. Allegedly. If they want to do a sponsorship, give me money. What do I need? Rice flour pasta. Rice flour pasta, milk, water. Probably didn't need that flour. The colors in this game are so saturated. It feels almost artificial. I mean, it is artificial, like, obviously. Rice and oil. Rice, oil, and sugar. And peanut butter. Rice, oil, sugar, peanut butter. This game should let me do, like, FPS tricks. I want to do crouch jumps. Since you claim to be the only TV show on the internet, would you ever consider making your overlay look like it's playing on a TV? I messed around with that before. So, friend of the channel, Demo Lynn, has a similar, like, has an effect that I wanted to achieve with, like, a cat eye filter, something that resembles a CRT with a little bit of, like, chromatic aberration and little effects like that. I tried to set something like that up and wasn't able to execute it, and I'd already asked Lynn. I asked Lynn, like, what they used for it, and they sent me a link, and I was more confused by it than anything, and then tried to mess around with different overlay stuff. And thought that, like, some of the visual effects might be a little too distracting. I've also, in the past, attempted to run some overlays with, like, VHS filter effects and things like that, and they ended up really slowing the stream down. Cheese eggs. So, just to preserve performance, I've toned back on the effects as well. That's not to say that I hate the idea. Just that my computer does. Egg. Whew. I also kind of want to mess around with that effect when I get myself set up to do, like, watch-along streams. Once I figure out what is and isn't okay to stream on Twitch, and also what, like, once I get, like, the backgrounds and stuff done. Not to pressure Hatchet. I know he's got a few commissions down the pipe, down the tube. But I guess that's a little teaser for things to come, is that I've got some new background assets being made. And one of them is like a watch-along setup where it's like me next to a television. I should get a cough. Get a coffee. Oh, we need that soda as well. Soda cola. It's just what it's called. $69, nice. But yeah, I definitely want to experiment more with things like that. The other thing, too, is that, like, a lot of the effects that I looked up, none of them are subtle. And if you try to turn it down to being subtle, it, like, it's still a lot. Like, I have a little VHS effect that's on my main starting logo. It's on the BRB screen, stuff like that. That's dialed in. Otherwise, it gets really, really intense. Bread. I don't think I have the right philosophy to run a grocery store. I purchase stock when it's needed. I don't purchase in, like, abundance. It's been really hard to turn profits when, like, you have to drop an order daily. It's the same money. So I guess it shouldn't matter that much. I should still be turning some profit. Hang on, I want to try something. This is going to be stupid, but I really want to try it. Perfect. Okay, now... I think what I need to do... This is the stream now, chat. What I need to do is I need to do a capture, window capture. Right, and then I put him under... There we go. There we go. Oh god, it's affecting people's skin. I think I need to change the similarity somewhat. I can't tell what it's doing. This is the effort I put into bits. All right, that's gonna be 750. And this game's really buggy. I hope it comes out of early access soon. I hope they really get on patching these weird things that keep happening. You two look identical. That's weird as hell. Oh man, this is unwatchable. That's a little better. Just had to make some tweaks. Some people's faces are still disappearing. But you know, that happens. I can't look too closely at the screen or I'll start getting motion sick. Oh, hang on. Classic. That's much easier on the eyes. It's a raccoon eating grapes. Alright, give you $1. Twitch meta this, Twitch meta that. More people just need to watch raccoon eating grapes. 75. What's terrifying about a big raccoon? Look at him. I feel like I'm gonna fall. Oh god, yeah, the floor is gone too. Yeah, the chroma key is not exact. It's not an exact science. The walls aren't green. Again with the hundreds. Just trying to think of good video. Like, hang on, we'll put on a Bob Ross. I think it's safe as long as it's muted. But we'll put on a Bob Ross. Hey, Bob. There he is. Oh, man. Getting a lot of things today, aren't you? You know, you should also pick up some Prussian blue. You need it for this painting. Couldn't find pasta. Skill issue. Get here quicker. You know pasta sells out. We only have one of them on the shelf. Painting sucks, Bob. Oh, see, look, he's doing a mural. Thanks, Bob. What? It's Supermarket Sim. What's weird about this, Cryptic? This is my supermarket. We're watching Bob Ross. Technically he is, because the walls in here are yellow. But, you know, the colors just naturally blend with the titanium white that's already on the canvas, and they automatically diffuse. Oh, did he? Wait, hang on. Did he beat the devil out of it? Did I miss that? I didn't see it beat the devil. No devils yet. Anyway, how you doing, Cryptic? Dibble's still in there. I just don't want to miss it. You gotta go in there with some odorless paint thinner. It's amazing what I remember. Like, Bob is one of my, like, sleep video staples. He's very relaxing. He's got a soothing voice. And, like, the phrases that I can recall from memory, one of my favorites being, like, when he's going very light with a brush. He goes, 2 hairs and some air. How long do you think he'll be streaming? Let's do one more day. Call it a short stream. See, it's just a regular game. Just a regular game of... He's in there. Watch out! Oh, I have to unmute for that. It's so important.
Brush. Use odorless thinner. Shake off the excess. And there we go. Now then, I want to blend this guy out. Be sure.
Watch me get a DMCA for this. Nothing out of the ordy. Every time I see him do that, I think I should call her. God. Yeah, I love that he gets a kick out of it. I'm trying to think of something funny to put in the background, and it's always so hard. What's funny? What? I've never...
No.
I just looked it up. I don't have a vanish command, but no, I appreciate you dropping in. Oh, that's already green screened though. No, not you. There we go. I found something. Man, they sold me out, huh? They emptied this place. Really is like the pandemic. All right, what do we need? We need everything. No one's around to help. Damn you, Roger. I think that's his name. Chitose, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness. Make sure to give you a shout out. What were you up to? Doing some more Fallout. Oh, 76. How did that go? For folks who don't know who I am, my name is TK. I'm the host of Red Violet TV, and there's no one around to help in my supermarket, because we're playing some supermarket sim. Made a new character and I'm enjoying it. Nice. Kind of want to do that. Because I know, like, player count went up recently following the show. I'm a toddler, and I'm just so easily entertained by chroma key. Yeah, no, I just need to order everything. Oh! Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, it's in here, too. Cat stuck on a tree. Help him. Alright, I think those are items we need. Alright. Good bit. You know, I've just been doing some Supermarket Sim. It's one of those games that I am surprised at actually how fun the practical mechanics are. And it's a good excuse to tell some fun stories about when I worked at grocery stores and it was bad. The story I love telling, it's one of my favorites, was there was a time I worked at a grocery store and a gentleman just walked up to me, stone-faced, just very serious-looking older gentleman. He just he goes up to me and just goes, "Where is milk?" Like that, completely cold. Where is milk? We were standing in front of the dairy freezer, but he intimidated me, so I just like, he's right here, sir. It is incredible how often you will get customers who demand to know where an item is when the item is right in front of you. Spaghetti, rice, salt. I mean, it's not for lack of trying. Like, I've been in a grocery store. I've been confused as to where an item is in a grocery store. I don't ask because I have terrible anxiety. But there are signs in grocery stores that tell you where things are. And I wish people knew that. Like, you could just look up. Where's diapers? It's in the aisle labeled diapers. We're not doing a riddle here. It's there. There's some obvious exceptions, because, like, there's items that end up in weird places. Like, when I worked at the drugstore, we had a section that was just seasonal. And what that could mean is, you know, up to interpretation. But generally what it meant is, like, you know, if you worked in the summer, or, like, if it was the summer, it would be, like, a whole section of sunscreens and lotions and all that jazz. But, like, bug spray would end up there, but also bug spray is a year-round item that we carry. But we don't carry it on the shelf. But if you ask for bug spray, we have to get it for you. It was a weird situation. Wait. Why did I order multiple boxes if I already had plenty? That is how you have to condense in this game, by the way. Like, there is no other method. Right, I already packed that. Powdered sugar, coffee bread. Powdered sugar, coffee bread, apple juice. Do I have apple juice? I'm looking right at it. What I like about this game, though, is that it is relaxing. Except for, you know... It's one of the... It's so funny that when you disconnect the anxiety and stress and hard work of a job and you turn it into a video game, suddenly it's a chill vibe. You know, when your fight or flight isn't going off, working at a grocery store is pretty great. Fuck. I already forgot what we need. Sugar. Apple juice. Let's just get sugar. Sugar is lower. I want to save money. Organizing fun. Organizing with someone watching over your shoulder, not fun. There you go. That's the distinction. Have your captions been on? I don't see them. They're not submitting. I'm on the website. That's irritating. Yeah, they have I'm seeing them come in, but they're not getting uploaded to the server. That is irritating. I'll do my best to sort that next stream. But I think we'll take it easy today, and this will be the last working day, and we'll pause come morning and pick this up again another time. In terms of other stuff I feel like is worth talking about, I was messing around with Tiny Rogues off stream because I figured I could do some clears. Like, I want to show new stuff to people, right? So I still have to beat Hell, but I cleared Heaven and the Shadow Plains, so I can run those multiple times to try to unlock the characters that you get through that. Just so that I'm not repeating myself on stream, and I can explore some of the new classes come stream time. And I've actually had some really interesting runs. One of them, I found the Axe of Leviathan, and it took me to like a church. This giant all-seeing eye. Oh, we need tea. It was kind of cool. But I managed to finish a run with Wizard, so I unlocked the Alchemist. And then I'm off stream, I'm doing a run with Thief. So I can unlock Ninja, and the other reason I'm doing that is because there's a couple of locked perks that I have that I need for Doppelganger. Because Doppelganger can imitate all of the main unlocked classes, but you have to clear with that class in order for you to use their passive. So I need to clear with Thief now. I cleared with Wizard, now I need to clear with Thief to be able to use all of the passives available to the Doppelganger. Because I'm curious as to what would be the most efficient ones to use. And I guess it all depends on the build. Doppelganger seems pretty flexible, similar with Deprived. And I do need to beat those also off stream, because that's just beat Shadow Plains again, and you've all seen Primal Death. Fun fight, though. Then I want to do some Cinder runs on stream, because that could be really interesting. But I think I'm kind of petering out to the end of current content on Tiny Rogues, which means I can move on. And I definitely want to do more content warning, because that was a really good time. Might have to do that with Fawn. They are very good at committing to the bit. Trying to think of what other stuff I have on the... Like, there's games that I want to start that I haven't started, but I think for the time being I want to focus on games that I've started and have been actively playing that I want to finish. This is one of them. Though I don't think it has an end point, so to speak. It's a growth capitalism simulator, so it's just gonna go on, number gonna keep going up until infinity. But I at least want to get this grocery store looking good, besides having 12 feet of shelving and 2 fridges. It's an interesting balancing act, because, like, I don't want to expand too quickly, but also I kind of need to expand. I think I should... Next stream, I think I'm going to grab a couple new licenses, just so that we have more product variety. Can Americans in chat verify if you guys actually use 50-cent coins? In Canada, we technically have them, but I think they only really exist for coin collections. I'm assuming there's a 50-cent coin, because there's a 50-cent coin slot in the float. I know Canada technically has them, like I said, but, like, I've never... See, there it is. But, like, I've never seen it used practically outside of, like, a math equation. I don't think you can go to a grocery store with a 50-cent coin and it would be accepted. A $50. Is that 50 cents? You have a dollar coin, but you use dollar bills? That's just inefficient. Coins are better, says the Canadian. I need to get out of my little nook so I can close the store. It is 50 cents. Okay. I mean, yeah, half a dollar is 50 cents. That much to me sounds obvious, but I wasn't sure if somebody was, you know, because it's like the double quarter pounder, right? Like people are going to really put their foot down. All right, we're not going to do an order. I'm just going to check bills. And then that way. I have a $2 bill in my possession that someone paid with that I got tipped. Apparently it's legal. I don't think anyone takes it, but it is technically legal tender. Anyway. Oh, I'm still in my box. Hold on. There we go. even if you don't laugh at a joke, chat, it's for me. There will be more video games. That's a threat. Who live doing stream? Cryptic was just here, and I actually haven't seen Cryptic go live in a while, and he's doing some Helldivers, so I figure why not bug him. Thank you all for being you and for hanging out and watching my stream, and ow. I don't know what the future holds. But it holds something good. Things are gonna get better, chat. I promise. Now, I want everyone here. I want everyone here to have a good night. Or else. And, thank you all for watching. Definitely say hi to Cryptic for me. If you have piss, use piss. Alright. Good night.